I said, because somebody said, hey man, what are you going to talk about tonight on your show? I don't know why people ask me this all the time. I said, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. And they said, well, whatever you talk about, can you not talk so bad about Maxine Waters? And I said, you know what, yeah, I got you. I'm not going to do it. I lied. We're about to talk about Leatherface tonight. She about to get talked. She about to get talked about tonight. And the reason why is because every time I talk on the radio, I hear her ridiculous advertisements. And the one thing that gets me, two things that get me. One, she says my name constantly.
True.
And the second, she can't read, man.
I think that right now you understand this show is about to go down.
Maxine Waters. And people, we had our event today, and somebody said, hey, man, are you guys going to debate? Is Maxine Waters going to debate you? And I said, listen, man, as much as I would love to debate Maxine Waters, I don't think that's going to happen, sir. And he said, well, why not? Because we sent the request form, and it was in writing. And I don't think she can read. And I don't think I put the letters big enough for her to see it. So Maxine, so I said, sir, so I'm sorry, I don't think that we're going to have a debate because I don't think she can read the debate. I should have sent her a voice memo.
This is Robert Foster, Joe Carlin, Wisconsin. And ladies and gentlemen, I really want you to understand something.
Maxine can't read.
I'm stating something that's his heart is beating fast.
No, it's not. It's beating regular.
It's beating fast.
It's beating regular. You way over there, you're not even touching my heart. It's beating regular.
I definitely won't touch your heart.
Listen, it's beating regular.
You know what's amazing?
I'm not even shaking. Look.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, what's amazing about everything that's going on inside this room right now? We have a lot of great things that have happened this week. There's been a lot of great communication between Joe Collins, Team Collins, and everything that's involved within the 43rd District throughout the city of Los Angeles and even down to the state of Florida.
Maxine's face really does look like leather, though. I'm not just saying that. I actually mean it, because I've seen it in person. You remember when we had that event and she thought it was with the police department, but it was really our event, and she showed up passing out her trash?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Because, that event I had, you sent me somewhere else.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
No, you had me do something
I
else.
said, hey, you coming to the event? You said, no, I got something else to do. I said, okay, we'll go do that.
Thank you. So you allowed me to go somewhere else.
No, you said I sent you somewhere else.
You did send me, because if I asked, then I had something else to do. Okay.
I didn't send you, though.
Retract yourself. Retract your statement like Coach Hill.
Listen, your hairline is worse than Kurt.
Y'all are terrible.
I'm not saying Kurt. Look, if Kurt was a cartoon,
Kurt.
he'd be Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z.
See,
But
that's
you,
Kurt.
That's your
if
problem.
you,
That's your
if
problem.
you,
Kurt.
That's
Did you said something about your hairline?
listen, no, I didn't.
I didn't say nothing.
That's his problem.
How you gonna jump on Kurt?
And you started it.
You need Jesus.
Hey,
Look, I got Jesus. He's all over me. He's in my head. He's in my
See,
feet.
that's your
over me.
problem, Ron.
Hey, Kurt.
That's your problem.
Kurt.
You went and got a haircut, you look like Maxine Water.
Kurt. Listen, get on the microphone and tell Rob what his problem is.
See, Rob?
Wait a minute, you have to start it off. You have to start it off by saying what's my problem.
Rob, that's your problem. See, I'm going to tell you what your problem is. You went and got a haircut, and you look like Maxine Water Hub. Oh, that's your problem.
Which one?
The second one.
Hey, why is Maxine Waters' husband named Sid Williams, but her name is Waters? Did she not like her husband or something? Hold on, listen.
Maybe.
And then when she sit in Congress, it says MS as if she's single or something. Maxine Waters is too old to be single. Somebody should have cuffed her a long time ago. I was looking at Maxine Waters today. I was looking at an older picture from the 1990s, and you know who Maxine looks like? She looks like Welvin the Great. Got him! She had her mouth open and everything.
Oh my God. This is a... Wow.
She looked like Welvin the Great.
Wow. Whoa.
You know who she
Got
looks
him!
like?
That's,
You know
I mean,
who
I
she
can
looks
do
like
it.
now?
Hey, who?
Leatherface. And she sounds just like him too.
You know
From
what?
Chainsaw Massacre. Oh, that's what she sounds like when she get up there and she be talking. Her mouth be open. Her mouth opens, but nothing comes out. That's what she look like.
That is...
That's what she sounds like too.
You know what the great part about it is that I've watched your radio spots and how you handled yourself in the growth process.
You know what? Somebody told me Maxine Waters, I'm scared of Maxine Waters' heat. I'm like, what heat? Maxine Waters lukewarm. She be following us to our events. She got stalkers driving by my house and stuff like that. She be sending gangbangers. Well, these gangbangers be old too. I've never seen so many old gangbangers in my life. But she sent them to our events with guns and stuff, and then she got the Senior Citizens Coalition, all 4 of them protesting and stuff with the Maxine Waters sign. The guy rides up and down the street in his 1998 black Corvette. You know what I'm saying? And you know what the crazy part about this Corvette is? He is too big to be riding that little car. It's like he gets stuck. He gets stuck. Hey, listen, he farts every time. Uh-oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, every time he squeezes and he farts to get I'm like, dude, if you don't get to a big boy car and get a truck or something.
You know what? I'm gonna have to. This is actually.
And he drives fast. And he drives fast.
Wait, let me tell you what the most funny part about it. Okay,
The car
we're
is
inside
really
of an event.
small.
We're like, you know, it's a nice meet and greet. We're meeting an area. It's like 200 people at this event, right? And all of a sudden, you hear one car talking about, he hits the horn. And all of a sudden, he has one sign, and then when people start walking towards him, he takes off flying.
You know what it's
Goes to the corner and makes a U-turn.
and comes back.
No, wait. Here's what you didn't get. He went 32 feet,
Yeah.
turned around, went back to the other end like he had like a real roller coaster in his system.
Yeah.
Turned around, came back slowly, and we just looking at him. And he looks and we look at him and he don't say nothing like, Maxine Waters is the best. He just puts the sign up and hits the horn.
No, his horn sounds like this. Meet me.
Yeah. So all we could do was laugh. That was hilarious.
Yo, I'm like Rob, call the cops on that dude.
Hey,
Get him out of here. He's embarrassing himself.
did you see how fast though? I mean, you know, ladies and gentlemen, we really want you. Let me first make this plea and call because we really enjoyed for you to call in. The number you can call in on is 1-800-222-5222. Kurt, repeat this after me. You ready? 1-800-222-5222. 222.
Hey, we just had another
Ladies, don't
event,
call
right?
in and ask for Kurt and try to, mock his voice to say he's not a baby. Go
Because
ahead.
Kurt's special guest is here. We're gonna bring her on after you come for break. Kurt's guest is here. Hey, Kurt, tell the people what this dude's problem is with his little bitty Corvette. He think he prints or something. What's that dude's problem, Kurt?
Man, he need help.
He need Jesus. That's the problem.
He need help.
And you know what? He came to one of our events before, and you know what he had on?
Nope.
He had on.
No, you better not go there.
Hold on, wait. I'm gonna tell you what he had on.
You better stop.
I'm about to tell you what he had on. You remember when it was Puff Daddy and Mason? They had the shiny jean suit on. He came to one of our events with a shiny jean suit on, with the arms cut off. He looked like a fat Cisco. He did with his shiny jean suit on.
Oh, we gotta call her. We gotta call her right now.
And
right
FUBU,
now.
And FUBU shoes. I'm like,
Right now. Are we screening the call?
They're not ready. They're not ready yet.
Hey,
But listen. He came to our event with the shiny jean suit on. He looked hot, fat, black, and uncomfortable.
Hey, Joe.
Hmm?
Can I ask you a question? Did you realize that he had on a jean jacket outfit and it was 113 degrees outside? With the sleeves cut off.
Look, he had a
with
red
the
shirt
fringe.
on.
He had the fringe.
He had a red shirt on.
He had the fringe.
Yeah.
And he had a mask that said stop.
Yeah. And a big old shades like what the ladies wear.
I
Hey,
was really nervous. And he has some mega, like, we know his name. I'm not going to put his name out there, But
don't tell everybody Ed is his name.
no, it's not even Ed, it's Tony.
See?
So
That's
we're
what
not
I'm
going to
saying.
snitch on it. But the most funny part about it is, exactly.
His name ain't Ed, it's Tony, but don't tell
them.
nobody.
Right, don't tell nobody. So the most funny part about it is, we got, you know what? We got to come back.
Hey,
We
listen,
tell Carlin to hold on.
we about to take a break. When we come back, we got a special guest we're going to introduce her. We're going to take our caller. His name, he's right here.
Anthony, please
Yeah.
hold on.
Yeah, hold on, Anthony. Give us like 30 seconds. We're about to take a break. We coming back. Fat black ugly in the car. He got the. I thought I told you that we won't stop.
You a man? Dying. I'm over here sweating, laughing, dying.
Maxine,
Why is y'all being a fool?
Because she be listening to the show. That's the only reason why.
Oh, she
No,
did.
they have people tune in. They want to hear what we have to say. Hey, the Dodgers won 3 games in a row, man.
Yeah,
I know.
dude. Oh my God. Yo, the Titans is beasting
Hey, but
right
they
now.
going to the World Series.
Oh gosh, you ready for that? I like her, but like, I'm gonna tell you what's the problem is.
Hey, Rob, is the Dodgers going to the World Series?
Yeah.
Rachel!
Again, too.
I have no idea.
Sugar,
I'm fine now.
Rachel.
Hey, look, Joe, they showed the highlights to all the guys. Look at this boy.
Sugar.
No, that dude is good.
He gone.
Sugar, Rachel. No, you didn't. No, you did
You know,
not.
Joe
You see them
told me.
stiff for a
Creamer?
last time and just like threw him over the
Hey,
sideline.
Pittsburgh still is doing their thing.
Is Tua still the quarterback? Tua?
And
Fool.
don't be letting them bash our team up, okay?
What's your team?
1 minute? All right.
Pittsburgh.
The
1
Steelers?
minute, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the Steelers won today.
Yeah.
They win every game except for the Super Bowl. Every game. I mean, they participate. I used to play with the Steelers sometimes.
Oh,
I'll
he
take
the
them.
one hit the home
Look
run.
at
Hey,
the
did you
lift
remember
up
when
with
Tim
that.
Tebow was with the Steelers?
Don't talk about my
Yep.
team.
That dude went like, what he went like 8 for 28,
Tim was nice.
400 yards.
Ball is
Hold on, these are stats though. Tim Tebow went
yeah.
8 for 28,
With 400 yards.
400 yards, 4 touchdowns. He ran for 56 yards.
No, you said sugar.
Uh-oh, there they go.
And you owe me some more sugar.
I'll bring some.
I feel
Yeah.
sorry for those dudes, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
where's B money?
Next time you go to Ralph's, you get
Where is B
Brian?
money?
all right?
The B
Brian?
monster.
Look at this. It's, oh,
Yeah, I feel sorry for Houston. I like Houston. But
He
they
hit
trash
that
this
ball.
year. I feel sorry for the quarterback. man. They gave away all the wide receivers.
All of us. They all went to Pittsburgh Steelers.
They got a good team.
look at this.
You
dude.
check out their team, Rob.
Oh,
All right, we coming back.
The Steelers.
they got a good team.
Yeah.
They gonna win every game except for the Super Bowl.
All right, I'm gonna take a break on Leatherface real quick. Let's go to the phone lines. Anthony, what's up, man?
38 to 7.
Thank you. Nice. Thank you. That's true. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And I'm glad you said that too, because every time, especially in the inner cities, it's so bad that they tell us, you know, the Republicans did this or the Democrats did that, and they try to play this us versus them game, you know? And it's completely impossible, especially when you have legislators from Washington, D.C., Congress, and the Senate playing the us versus them. When you come back to the community and everybody's struggling, Republicans in our community are struggling just as much as Democrats, just as much as independents. So how can we in good conscience continue to play the game that you know, it's their fault or it's their fault when we're all struggling together. It's not the fault of any political party. It's the fault of legislators who are lazy, they don't want to work, and they think that they can continue to run a narrative that this people is racist or those people are not doing this or these people are not doing that when it comes to creating opportunities for our own communities. So I'm glad you brought that up. That's absolutely important. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, big statement.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you for calling in, Anthony. All right, cool. Hey, you know what's crazy, Brad? He brought up a great point. Gentrification. Gentrification is never in favor of people who live in an area that's being gentrified.
Right.
And you know why? Especially when it comes to black and brown communities. Because nobody ever invests legitimate real resources, legitimate real businesses into our communities for us to be able to live through it. I ask people all the time, I said, listen, if you had the opportunity or the resource to live through gentrification, because it's going to happen regardless if you like it or not. I mean, listen, we can look back to the times of Jesus, we can look back to the 20s or 30s, and things getting rebuilt on a regular basis.
Right.
So if you have the money and the resources to live through that rebuilding process, the reconstruction process, would you live through it? The answer is always, of course. So that tells me that gentrification is not the problem. The problem is the people who've been representing us are not putting the necessary resources back into our community when it comes to quality jobs,
Yes.
quality education, quality healthcare, quality schools and parks, in our community for us to be able to live through that. Not even helping our small businesses. And that's
totally
always
agree.
a problem.
Excuse me. I totally agree with everything that you're saying. One of the major things, there's a gentleman, I need everyone right now, this is your homework assignment, by the next week, you're gonna need callers to call in for this. It's a gentleman named Fred, his name is Frederick Roberts. Frederick Roberts has a park in Los Angeles, California. He was the first congressman of color. And most people don't know this, and make sure that you learn this. The first congressman in the state of California of color was also reported. So I want people to know that we are in a situation where if you take time to learn history, Fred Roberts, make sure you check out his name and make sure you find out if anyone can tell us where that park is located next week on the radio show. We'll make sure that you get a mask and a t-shirt. So you tell us where Fred Roberts, the first black congressman in the state of California, who's also Republican. You tell us the address of that park, you'll receive a mask and a t-shirt from Tim Collins.
Let's go to the phone lines. Chuck, what's up?
Great state.
Yeah. That's an excellent point that you bring up about history. You know what I'm saying? Because history was never made to be repeated. From my understanding, especially from military training, you learn from your history and you use the lessons that you learn from history in order to continue to move forward.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? One thing that we are not doing in our district right now is we're not learning from our history and moving forward. We're constantly bringing the past into the present. And it's keeping a crutch on our community. Like, why? You know, I understand racism is important. I understand that we have disparities in our community. But how come we haven't learned from that and use those lessons in order to continue to move forward? You know what I'm saying? We got the same thing that happens in the 60s and 67 with the Rots riot happened in 92,
Yes.
right? And then in Turner, it almost happened again after Dejan Kazee was killed. He was murdered. We stopped that, right? But how come history has to constantly repeat itself in order for us to move forward? Why we gotta live in the same things? If history never repeated itself, we can learn from history, we'll be so much better off.
Agreed. Sir, can you, excuse me, Mr. Chuck, can you please say that again? We need every caller to turn up their radio. If you're sitting at home and you have the old school radio, please turn it up as loud as you can so you can hear it. If you are elderly and you don't have your hearing aid turned all the way up, please turn your hearing aids all the way up.
What
Put
if
the
the
kids to
hearing aid
sleep.
is, if the hearing aid is
Chuck,
off?
you are firing off just what you call missiles. Please repeat, Mr. Chuck, exactly what you just said. Thank you. Give him a round of applause.
Do you know what's crazy about that? That defund the police, but what are we going through right now in South Central Los Angeles? Hood Month, 100 Days of Summer. You know, 17 kids got killed this past week. 17. These are children. These are high school kids. 2 high school kids just got murdered. 3 of them. It was 5 kids in the car.
Yes.
3 kids were still alive, even though they were shot. 2 kids in the front seat died. It's no Black Lives Matter. It was a kid that was shot down the street from our office with 2 kids. It is a positive side to this story, though. A dude tried. Yeah. Nothing. Damn, that's deep. I never thought about that. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. And we about to take a break. I thank you for calling, Chuck. We're about to take a break. And this I want everybody to think about this right here, okay? Everybody always talks about there's some type of switch that happened with the parties and everything. If that switch happened, if the switch was absolutely real, call in and tell me something that the Democrats have done to improve the lives of black people in America. If that switch is real, call me 1-800-222-5222 and tell me something that the Democratic Party has done to improve the lives of black people or to make up for all the killing that they did to our people through slavery and all that other stuff. We're about to take a break. We're coming back. I have somebody. We bring her right in when we get back from break. Stay tuned.
Well, this is what we gonna talk about. You gonna bring me on? This is what we finna conversate about. Now let's see what y'all plans gonna be. Let's get us some bars and no.
Keisha, Cache, does she sound just like Miss Tamika?
Miss Tamika. The
My-
hell is
my-
Number.
She's
Huh?
Oh, no,
I don't know
thought you
Miss
was looking
Tamika.
at me either. That's why I said,
Yeah,
did
I
you
was
hear what I
actually
said?
watching the
I was
football.
trying to figure out who it is.
I told you, look, we turned a lot of black people against the party. They did not. They did not.
like Chuck. Chuck was like, yo, a black man being part of the Democrat Party is like a Jew being part of
You ready to talk about some education stuff with the
We
kids?
can talk about education all day.
Okay, let's talk about some education stuff for the kids. That's what we gonna talk
I
about.
can show you some cool education. As a matter of fact, we just
Down
have.
right now. That's down.
we got some kids that need education, and that's why they shooting and killing
You
because
said one
they
man,
don't
one.
have nothing to busy themselves
Now
and
it's less,
focus
it's
on.
like
But
45
yeah,
seconds.
see, you don't.
Trying to get us out of
I
the way.
don't know if you ready for this conversation with me yet.
Thanks, Wayne.
I was just having a meeting yesterday with my guy who's a
It's actually
PhD
28 seconds.
and in education, and right now he
No,
works.
you got 28 seconds.
All right, and right now he works in the. We'll talk about it later.
What we gonna talk
I
about?
have meetings with all type of people, huh?
We gonna have we gonna talk. What we gonna talk about?
Code.
We gonna talk about why there's no Barnes and Nobles in South Central. Why we don't have no
Coco, bring it-
education.
the light skin one. It's the light skin one, Wayne.
Yeah, why we
The
don't
most
have no
likely-
educational for the kids. That's why we have plenty of shooting and killings, and they can focus on guns and violence
She-
instead of focusing
I'm gonna
on
throw you a bone.
books.
You know how you go to CVS and you go to Walgreens? Pull the mic into your face, man. Pull the mic into your face. The microphone, help him with the mic. Oh, yeah, there you go. Put it like, you see how we got it like this?
Has to be close.
There you go, right there.
Okay, this goes in there.
At CVS, they don't carry Forbes.
All right, everybody, we back. Let me bring my guest on before we get some more callers. I'm gonna let her introduce herself. Make sure you're talking to the microphone.
Okay,
What's your name?
my name is Cora
Where you from?
Compton.
How old are you? Let's just get
It's okay.
Now, but Cora is our guest, man, and we got she asked me a very interesting question, and she wrote it on the paper and slid it to me on a note. I'm like, what is
On
this?
the low, like,
The question was, why don't we have a Barnes and Nobles in South LA? You can answer that question. That's your question.
Oh, for me.
Oh, you was asking me. I'm not
I
a
was
legislator. I
asking
don't know.
I was trying to figure out why the black kids in the community doesn't have a Barnes and Noble.
Mhm.
I have to drive way 20-minute, 30-minute drives to take mines to Barnes and Nobles. They like reading books.
Yeah. All right, I'm about to mess with you. The same reason black kids in the inner city don't have a Barnes and Nobles is the same reason that whites and Latinos and Asians in the inner city don't have a Barnes and Nobles. It's the same issue. Everybody having the same issues.
mm-mm.
So if your kid don't have a Barnes and Nobles, the kid who's Latino ain't gonna have a Barnes and Nobles either.
True.
It's not gonna happen.
But I think what she's asking right there is this. She's saying, there's no Barnes and Noble, there's no option There's no option for your children to become educated.
Oh, that's Errol Weber.
Okay.
Coco. Miss.
Nah, put Errol on. What's up, Errol? I want to talk to Errol. Yes. I know it's a worse one. That's not ignorance, it's true. Lyndon B. Johnson, who was a racist, and you know why? I'm gonna quote. He said, "These niggers." Yes, he was. I'm gonna quote. Everybody knows. Lyndon B. Johnson was the most racist president. He said these niggers are getting uppity because they're starting to get some type of power. He said they're getting political power, so these niggers are uppity. The Civil Rights Bill, everybody knows, gave more rights to white people and unions than they did to black people. Let's be honest. Have you read the Civil Rights Bill before we start talking about this issue? Because I read it. I did answer your question. All right, okay, you guys. What do you mean? What do you mean by you guys? No, keep going. No. John Lewis was a poverty pimp, just like every other black person who ran inner cities. But keep going. Okay, cool. Let's talk about the civil rights. No, we good. No. Let's finish talking about the Civil Rights Bill so we can talk about how ignorant I am. Continue to tell me how the Civil Rights Bill helped the black people, and continue to tell me how the Democratic Party has helped anybody in the black community, because last time I checked, we have the 3 strikes law. No, it's all good. We got 3 strikes law, right? We got the crime bill, all of which incentivize the mass incarceration and death of black people, right?
Hold on,
no. Hold on, wait.
I want to call him back.
No, I'm about to show Errol how ignorant I am, right?
Yes.
I just got finished reading the crime bill, the 94 crime bill. You know how they incentivize the mass incarcerations of blacks and Latinos? Through cash incentives and block grants.
Yes.
You do not need to be, you don't even have to commit a crime. All you have to do is they have to assume you committed a crime. And then they throw you in jail. And then you got people like this to call me and say, oh, well, the civil rights, is that all you got, the Civil Rights Bill, who is signing the law by a racist?
Wait,
the dude who on a regular basis call people niggers? This is a guy, and you want to talk about John Lewis? Well, let's talk about Maxine Waters then. Let's talk about Elijah Cummings. Let's talk about why black communities are the worst, the poorest communities in the United States. The president wasn't lying when he said it's crime infested and gang infested. That was true. I don't care about John Lewis marching with Dr. Martin Luther King. How is that helping my communities right now? Why are education in black communities the worst that are ran by Democrats? Right now, we're 48 out of 50. Crime shot up 256% in the inner cities. Look at Chicago. Look at New York. Look at Baltimore. Look at South Central LA. But you want to sit here and you want to talk to me about the Civil Rights Bill, a bill that I guarantee you he has never read. But I have. We just had a meeting about the Civil Rights Bill like 2 nights ago.
Right.
So how are you going to get on my show and talk to me about something that you've never even read?
No, I think that what he was trying to do, he was actually trying to bait you into becoming hostile towards him. And the thing that he didn't realize is
that I was actually educated.
Let me
I was ignorant towards being ignorant. You're not. Oh, you're trying to be dumb to being dumb.
Let me That's what people do. You're calling into a show. There's 2 gentlemen.
He thought he was ignorant. He thought he was dumb and dumber.
Educated individuals.
No,
and also
let the man tell the truth.
We're not only educated by books.
Oh no, you're ignorant. You can't say. I was trying to be your arrow.
We're also. He called you ignorant.
Yeah,
but the
he
most
did.
funny thing is,
And then got mad and hung up.
could you please do yourself a favor?
Go read.
I personally would like to invite you over to our radio show. So if you can call back into the show, and we will put headphones and anything that you need. We'll supply food, we'll supply drinks, and anything that you need to have a time to be able to debate inside of this room.
No.
Wait, no. He actually pissed me off.
No, wait a minute.
He actually pissed me off.
Listen.
He said something to me.
Wait a minute.
He actually pissed me.
No.
Hold on 1 second.
Rob, hold on, Rob.
This is your conscious speaking.
Rob.
I need to speak for 2 seconds.
We can't be bringing these people on. He never
I
read the
wanna-
Civil Rights Bill. How we gonna never read the bills?
I want him to take a COVID test because I'm gonna prove that actually, that's why I said we're gonna bring him in. I want him to take the COVID test that he probably believes in, that's why he's calling in. And the thing that pissed me off is, first off, he's never met you. He says you're an ignorant black man. Sir, can I tell you something? If you were standing in this young man's face, I'm sure that you would not call him an ignorant black man because one, you'd probably be afraid. Number two, if you were standing in front of his face, unless you were equivalent to your time. So when you call into someone's show who's stating facts, who's taking time to be able to read the bill, who read the 65, who also read the 1994 crime bill, who lives in a city called Los Angeles, California, that has had the Democratic
1963.
Yes, no, unequivocally with the mayor assembly for 19 years. So right now, sir, you're calling black people ignorant because they have a difference of opinion of a gentleman who happens to be possibly a Caucasian male that does not believe that the Democrats and the people who are in the city that happen to also be of the same ethnicity as ourselves, that we believe that they're doing a less than great job at trying to improve the things in it. So you call us ignorant for that? Sir, please, do me a favor. Call into the show again.
You're
I
giving
dare
him
you.
too much time.
No. I dare you to call back in. He was nice. I don't have to be nice. I'm not a candidate. So go ahead, Mr. Collins, please.
We're not about to give him any more time. Don't call back into my show until you go educate yourself and read. We don't want to talk. Hey, listen, you want to call me ignorant, go read that bill, go read the whole entire civil rights bill. Then go
He
read
can't
this.
read that well.
Hold on,
I'm sure.
wait.
What school did you go to, sir?
Listen, why are you still asking him
No,
questions?
I need to know who he is.
It don't matter who he is. It ain't happening.
Did his mom pay for his university?
No.
No?
What university?
Exactly.
Rob, come on. We're not, listen. I'm not about to entertain ignorance, okay? That's not, he's unequivocally uneducated.
True.
Unequivocally.
No,
Right?
he's not. I'm not going to put education next to him.
Uneducated.
Don't even say he's just un. Earl is completely un. You are top 10 uns.
Anyways, let's go back to what we're talking about.
Thank you.
Nah.
Why don't we have barn schools in the inner city? He's mad. He's really upset.
Yeah.
I'm not upset. You know what's crazy? I'm sorry. You know what's crazy? We be doing this to Maxine Waters people all the time. Maxine Waters, I had a guy tell me yesterday that, you know, I'm disrespectful to women because of what I say about Maxine. I said, oh, you mean the same Maxine Waters that left me homeless when I got out the military? When I needed help getting my benefits? The same Maxine Waters that lied and said I was dishonorably discharged? That Maxine Waters? I'm disrespectful to her? Well, the first person on this earth was a woman. I said, sir, the Bible said that God created man first and he created woman from the rib, and men need to start leading. I said, you can't lead by following. I said, so as a man, what you need to start doing is stop following and you need to step on your own feet as a man and lead. And that's the problem. We got too many beta males here. We need more alpha males who want to stand up and who want to lead. Well, you a man, sir. Don't tell me anything about being a man with your 2 earrings in your ears and their hoops. You got 2 hoops in your earrings, and you coming up here in your Smurfs.
Wait, he was really upset.
And you coming up here in your Smurfs, and you want to talk to me about being a man.
No, the thing that really was really awestruck about this guy, Joe.
His earrings change colors.
Did you say his earrings?
Yeah, he grabbed his earrings and he did like this right here. His earrings changed colors. But he want to talk to me about being a man. Come on.
You know what's
Come on,
sad?
dude.
We're going to be able, the crazy.
Listen, he says he served 4 years in the military.
Yes.
I served 13 and a half years in the military.
No. Let me tell you what he said, though. Once he found out that she had lied concerning the dishonorable discharge, do you know he apologized? He was very kind. He was like, look.
He was kind. He didn't even come over and apologize to me.
Just like Earl, the barrels.
Earl want to get back on and show the whole entire world how ignorant
I
he
really
is.
want him to get back on.
We don't want him back on here. If he
We'll
reads
give him
the
a time. We'll give him a time.
Listen, if he reads the 94 crime bill, if he reads
Any
it,
of those.
he hasn't read it.
No.
But I have.
No. He's the reason that he's the type of gentleman that actually caused the inner cities to fail.
Listen, here's
He's
the
one
reason.
of those guys.
Here's the reason why we need to improve our education system. Because
Absolutely.
one, people don't pay attention and people don't read. That's why we don't have Barnes and Nobles. They're gonna run out of business. People don't read. We gotta improve. Look, we're about to go back to Big, and then we coming back. We're gonna talk to Coco. Coco's smart. We're not
Earl,
about to talk.
I dare you to call back.
He gonna get hung up. It's not happening. Take us to break. We'll be right back. Bro, he was so mad. Oh, you're ignorant. I just read the shit.
The craziest thing about it is that that's one thing that people don't understand. He takes time to read it. I'm not a big reader. I love to read. So I read it line by line. So when he's sitting there talking about, it was no, sir, I was about to correct him. Sir, do you know who helped to write the bill for Lyndon B.
Okay.
Johnson? First off, at that time for it to pass, it was only Republicans that were in the Senate.
So you went got
So-
your, you went got your haircut, right?
Huh?
You still
went
on
got
that?
your haircut, right?
No, I didn't get
What's
my
the password for the computer?
You told me you want to get your haircut, you want to let me go with you.
Here, it's
Oh,
right
you
here.
want your haircut?
It's on the wall.
We
Here.
didn't talk about it, baby. Yeah, I know.
Hey Rob, what's the password?
1636
For the
said,
computer?
CUMULUS_Colbert.
Oh, I got it. CML.
Oh.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, I'll take
funny.
it.
Yeah.
People is,
Mike,
but you know what? She probably have her people calling.
How many
That's
minutes?
what it sound like. She be having her people call and bother you, Joe.
Huh?
She be having her people call and bother you.
They don't be ready though, man. They're like premature kids. Get back in the stomach, man. They gonna learn.
Where you get your education from? Okay, where you picking up your books from? Shit.
Jeez Louise, man.
Wow. People are real humans.
Never read the civil rights bill. The civil rights bill is gonna help us free the world. No, it's not. Because if that shit worked, we'd be better off now than we were then.
And she got walking up to you with, hey Joe, she got hoodlums walking up to you with 2 earrings in their ear. Hey, big old hoodlums. All to be like, get away from me. They would have been like, what's wrong with you?
That's a bold move.
So after we went to Minneapolis to protest against police brutality and also to rail on sorry lawmakers who use the police as a punching bag to make up for the fact that he's a felon at policymaking, we actually went and sat with some of the civil rights activists who marched and protested with Dr. King. And one of the biggest things he said that stuck with me, he says that Martin Luther King was smart. He said, but he was dumb at the same time. You know what I'm saying? He said the reason why was, you know, Dr. King got comfortable with civil rights. Civility was never the problem. The problem was being treated humanely. And so what he should have been fighting for was human rights. Because what the Civil Rights Bill did was it removed the power from the voice of black people and gave that power to the government by saying, because you cannot fight for yourself, because you cannot handle your own affairs, the government has to handle your affairs for you. That's what the Civil Rights Bill did. And so every time you give something to the government, you lose something. When you take a benefit or a privilege from the government, you lose your rights. And so even though it says civil rights, we lost more human rights, rights that were given to us by God,
Amen.
in order to participate in a system that was never designed for us to thrive. That's the reason why we have a lot of the issues that we're going on now. People think that, oh, we're just gonna make a law for it. We're gonna make a law for this, we're gonna make a law for that. You end up giving away all your rights, all your God-given rights to accept the benefits and privileges from the U.S. government. We were already starting our own businesses. We were already living our own lives. We didn't need the United States government. It was never designed for us to be a part of. But when they passed the Civil Rights Bill, they said, oh, you guys want to be a part of our government? Well, we have to make separate rules for you, right? The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to call you black or African American. The Constitution says that anything that Congress creates, Congress controls.
Right.
Black and African American is not a nationality.
Right.
So they stripped away the nationality of people of color from this community, and they gave us black and they gave us African American. Jesse Jackson gave us Afro American.
No, you have to say it correct. Afro-American.
But these are not nationalities. All these things are identifiers, which is why we will never get any type of reparations, because reparations are intended for people of national origins, the Native Americans, right? If you look in the Library of Congress, because I like to read a lot, the Library of Congress teaches us, or the people who read it, that when the slave trade was happening, they already had people of color already here. The Indians referred to them as copper-colored people. The Spanish referred to them as the indigenous people. People who were in conquest referred to us as Moors, right? These are not people who came here on a slave ship. Part of the reason why Abraham Lincoln had to free the slaves, so they thought, and this is just reading, correct me if I'm wrong, I read this, is because the people who had settled in America, they had a contract. The contract was a Treaty of Freedom and Peace. The contract allows the white man to do business with the natives of this land. And it also allowed them to contract and do business with people across the United States, the world, right? Every 80 years, the Treaty of Friendship and Peace has to be renewed, and another letter has to get sent from the United States to the Emperor of Morocco in order to continue to do business on this land, because Morocco owned this land before the settlers got here. That's why Christopher Columbus had to go back and forth. He had to go make a deal with the Spanish, but he also had to make a deal with the Moors in order to continue to do business on this land, right? So they pulled the history away from people of color in the United States. And they said, well, all of you guys are going to be African American. That's why every time people go back and they go do their ancestry, they try to do their DNA and find out where they're from, the majority of the time you find that people are from tribes across the world that have absolutely nothing to do with slavery. Let me tell you another kicker. The history of the transatlantic slave trade says that there was only about 210,000 people of color, including Asians, that were participating as slaves in that transatlantic slave trade. Which means, even if, let's hypothetically speak about it, majority of black people who are here are not descendants of slaves. Period. It ain't gonna, I'm not. My family are Egyptian. We were indigenous. We were here before the slave trade even started. Maxine Waters considers herself an Indian.
Wayne didn't know that.
But they pull the history from black people and they give us this victim mentality. Oh, you guys' history started in slavery. Like, no, it did not.
Did you see Coco's face when you said? Coco,
It's I'm sorry, it's true.
Did you know that?
We're educating liberals and drinking liberal tears right now, right?
No, Earl right now just jumped out of his car.
I don't care.
He did. He's on mental and he's injured. He said, what?
Trying to pick up the yellow lines on the freeway, huh?
Yeah, no. He's the type of
Boys,
guy. He's the type of guy that he probably tries to
Boy,
drive
go.
Probably.
and run next to the car.
But that's the history of black people. So when you talk about, oh, we can't get reparations, no, you gotta get reparations because history wasn't taught like that. And people don't even know what their nationality is. But if you find out what your nationality is, even the Department of Interior says if you want to have a nationality, go before a federal court and prove your nationality, give the United States an opportunity to rebut your claim, and if the United States cannot rebut your claim, you have a nationality and the Department of Interior has money for you. Just like the Indians did the same thing.
Trillions of dollars.
That's the issue that I have with Hebrew Israelites, right? Oh, we're Hebrew Israelites, yada, yada, yada. Fine, whatever. Be whatever you want to be. This is America. You're not recognized by the federal government as a Hebrew Israelite with a nationality. First of all, you're not recognized anyway because they're too damn scared to go to court. But if the Hebrew Israelite, the organization would take their claim to a federal court and say that this, and have the court rebut their claim, they can have a whole new nationality. And the Department of Interior has money for them. That's enough educating people. Listen, go study, go research before you get back on my show and try to educate me about some stuff. I study a lot and I read these things
You're
because
just
it's
an
important.
ignorant black man.
Yes, so a dummy.
You know what that sounded like?
It sounds like a
It
dummy
sounded the
telling me
same
that.
way that Vice President Biden turned to all blacks and said,
If you ain't
If
voting
you
for
ain't-
me, you ain't black. The same dude.
Earl, you just like the
You giving him too much energy. Coco, come on, Coco, let's go. We
Sound
got
like
like
you
6
skipped the yellow
minutes.
bus.
Yeah, he didn't get to get on the
I'm
bus.
sitting
His
up
pants
there
were too
dying.
big.
he rolled backwards.
Okay.
Kurt, tell us what this dude problem is, man. Tell him what his problem is.
Which one, Rob?
No, Errol, tell her about the dude who called on here and called me ignorant. Tell him what his problem is.
He didn't know.
His problem is, he need to go study, he need to go read, he need to go educate himself before he call in.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what his problem is right now. Anyways, Coco, so where you from?
But you just like,
Oh, you
No, I'm from Compton.
From Compton.
I'm from Compton,
we
man.
need to take Earl to your neighborhood.
Oh,
right now.
yeah, he more than welcome. We embrace him right on
He ain't gonna
in.
make it.
No, but he'll learn something.
So how do you feel about the current state of our politics right now? The current state of politics. And what type of improvement would you like to see also in your community?
Wow. Whoa, because I be somewhere everywhere.
Mhm.
NY to Little Compton, South Central. I really feel like the kids are being let down, seriously, like especially education wise. It's a crime shame. I'm a parent and I have to drive my kids way across town just so they can get a good book to read. And I have a problem with that because I was one of the ones that grew up in South Central and I went to Dorsey. In my experience from going to Dorsey, I was failing. So Maxine had a school, which is on 108th and Central, that she bused us when we were failing in high school. She would bus the kids when we got out of school. She would bus us to a school, and she would make sure we got bused back to the school we came from. But that was so we could pass and get us a high school diploma. But it ain't even like that no more. It's sad. It really is.
You know where we used to go for the summertime? We used to go to Jesse Owens Park. They used to do free lunch. That's where I got into my first fight out. But all the gang used to be at Jesse Owens Park.
That's not
Whoa.
All the gang members where I'm from. we used to
Oh,
be
okay,
at-
okay. This one, this one, this one, this one. Always two fingers, keep me straight.
Indeed, I agree.
Oh, we got our first time caller. What's up? What's up, Irene? You know what? It's crazy because a lot of kids get shot in our community. She never says anything about it. But, you know, if the news is out there and he gets shot by a cop, she's one of the first people out there talking about defund the police. Meanwhile, the police are struggling trying to protect our communities. Yeah, that's absolutely true. Listen, keep listening to the show. We're about to end the show. And Coco, come back next week. We're going to keep rapping with you. Kurt, Rob, appreciate you guys. Team Carlin, shout out. Go to my website, joecollinsforcongress.com. Make sure you donate, support us. We're winning this race. We're whipping on Maxine up and down the 43rd district. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.
He said we're whooping on Maxine. Up and down.